Why does Eastern Mennonite Missions exist? We exist to engage in God's transforming work. In the early 1900s, EMM was created to bring transformation to communities in Philadelphia, the Welsh Mountains, and many other places in the northeastern U.S. Bible schools, Sunday schools, food distribution, and job creation were vehicles for sharing Christ's love with the world. It was the beginning. We exist to cross cultures with the transforming message of God's love. In 1933, EMM personnel entered East Africa for the first time. In the following decades, the good news spread to Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia. People experienced transformation and worked to create a hospital, schools, and hundreds of congregations. In 2012, the Kenya and Tanzania Mennonite churches formed their own mission agency to multiply the efforts of God's transforming work. From the plains of Kenya to the mountains of Guatemala, from war-torn Vietnam to post-Christian Europe, people went, lives were transformed. We exist to make disciples of Jesus. Thousands of youth engaged in ministry and discipleship through EMM's voluntary service, YES, and STAT programs. Young people's lives were transformed as they worked and worshiped in places like Johns Island, South Carolina, Homestead, Florida, India, China, Thailand, Indonesia. EMM's discipleship programs changed thousands of lives and led many participants into church leadership, long-term missions, and other forms of service. And all this continues. With renewed energy and commitment to our historic vision in a world that is very different from a century ago, with people who are imperfect yet hear the voice of God calling, we move in God's work of transformation to places like Halle, Germany, where a small, diverse congregation reaches out with practical assistance to an overwhelming refugee population. Southern Chile, where the large number of children at risk compels political leaders to say, "Help us, please." Central Asia, where business opportunities along the ancient Silk Road are opening doors for Christians to go into unreached places. The Czech Republic, where groups reach out through English camps and a daycare program in what is considered one of the most atheistic countries in the world. Lancaster City, where young people gather to learn skills for welcoming refugees. And dozens of locations around the world, where the Christian-Muslim Relations Team equips Christians for life-giving relationships with Muslims through dialogue, witness, peacemaking, and hospitality. As we go, we are discovering new ways of engaging at home and around the world. Multipliers, an organic environment for discovering simple disciple-making principles. Mission internships, fresh opportunities to work and learn alongside experienced missionaries. Marketplace assignments, encouraging people to find employment overseas while gaining resourcing from EMM. Missional pathways, a collaboration which connects missional impulses with experienced practitioners. These and other innovations are taking us into the future, a future in which Christ's transforming love compels us to cross cultures, engage the world, and make disciples of Jesus. EMM walks this path with thousands, ordinary people who pray, give, and go. EMM, everyone moving in mission.